try and dodge the cartilage. She's quite strong, eh?
Yes. She scares me, she's that strong.
Yeah, listen, Robbie. She scares me as well. Oh, what a disaster. Cracking wee lamb here. Absolute belter. Second one's came back. Good morning, sheep fans. Cammy's the name, sheep's the game. We're on our long-running lambing series here. Feels long-running. This is only day 9. It's not that long, but things have been going. They've been going better the last few days. As you saw, we had some problems early on with the weather, and I was going to say we had a good morning this morning. I've just been round our mule twins. No deaths or anything like that. But what we did have was this wee guy. Lost without a mum. Now you'd think it's got a jacket, find the other one that's not got a jacket, but I can't. So I'm a bit confused that, you know, it's a couple of days old. I don't know how it's got mismothered. Maybe when we're feeding them it's got mismothered that way somehow, I'm not just sure, but I cannot find a mother. I've sat in the middle of the field, sat and listened for a bit, see if anyone would come and get it. And they haven't, and it's definitely in the feed, so we're going to just take it home. We're going to have to lift it as a pet. Somebody's going to rear a single instead out there. So not the perfect start to the day, but nobody's dead, so that is a positive. I was going to say nobody's dead yet, but we've still got other sheep to check yet, so we're not quite finished the morning rounds. The morning's always that awkward period where, well, not awkward period, but it's that period where they've been left the longest because they're not checked during the night, these outdoor lambing sheep, for obvious reasons. Main one being, like, you go in at night and start stirring things up, you know, mums will lose lambs, and you've got all sorts of problems like that, and you can't really see what you're looking at in the dark either, obviously. Thanks to all the new subscribers that have came on board as well. The numbers are growing fantastic. It's so encouraging when you're tired and you're trying to get the content out, to see the numbers climbing the way they are, and all the positive comments and stuff. Different class. Now let's go and see how these Cheeveats are doing. That's where the drama usually is. It's definitely getting more and more fun coming around the Cheeveats just because of how many lambs there are here. Oh, lamb, glorious lamb. Oh, it's a fresh one, mum. A wee fresh single just last night. That's good. Hedges full of lambs. Here's a fresh set of twins here. Out one of these layer cows. Still soaking wet. What a frosty morning to be born, lambs. What a bra sight. And that is a clear run again. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. 2 fields out of 3 done. Can we get away with the last one? To be fair, the last field's the one with the burn, and that's where we get most of our problems. Come on, Nick. Andy, one up. Good dog. Well, back from our run round. Apart from the wee lamb that we got this morning without a mum, that's a pretty good run. It's a nice way to start the day. Let's go and see how Lizzie and Tom and Vicky and the team are getting on at the shed. Okay, so the sun is shining again here in Ayrshire, and we've got some ewes and lambs to put out. I keep forgetting to take you into the shed. I'd like to take you a tour around the shed again. I think people quite like to see what's happening in the shed. Sort of Lizzie and the team there sort of run the shed, so I don't actually have to do that much, to be honest with you. Haul sheep out and do the outdoor sheep, and then check all the ewes and lambs that are already out are surviving. Although I do have a wee sick lamb this morning that I'm just going to go back and see to. But let's just put these out first. I'll show you how I tag a lamb. Okay, so we have a wee lammy here, and all we're going to do is we're going to take, I put it behind the left ear, but you can put it in the front of the ear, you can put it in the right ear, it really doesn't matter. As I said before, these lambs get 1 tag because they're just flock tags, so all they have on them is the flock number. no other number, individual number, but the actual chip itself has an individual number, so when I read it with the reader, it will attribute an individual number to that lamb. And then we'll save it in the flock. So wee lammy, what we do is, wee lammy here, in behind the ear, try and dodge the cartilage, snap, just like that, pops in the lamb's ear. There'll be very little blood, if any, comes from that. Similar to just getting an ear pierced. It's a very thin bit of skin, pops through, and the lamb's absolutely fine again after it. And that's sort of a legal requirement these days, that all sheep have an ear tag. Isn't that right, lammy? Let's put you back in and get you scanned. Lamb's all tagged. We do our flock watch bit. Oh no, wait, I forgot my phone. I need that. Hang on, get the phone. Okay, and just so you can see how it goes again, I'm going to screen record, and we're going to press add batch sheep. Get my reader going, and just start pinging lambs. As before, we're just hitting next. Purpose, lambs, animal type, born on flock, season born is this season, and I'm going to input the date of birth, which is of course just rough, and we'll put it as today. We'll put it as yesterday's date because that's bright enough, and I'll leave the breed unknown because I like that ZZ, then I can see the lambs really easy. Save, and it's added to the flock, and that's the list you're seeing on screen. That's everything I've added so far. So all these ones at the top here are ewes, and then everything below are all lambs that have been added, and more ewes. Yeah, I'd say I'm learning it all as I go. I'm just going to put the ewes on now. I'll just show you again that as well, because hey, look, I find these things interesting. When I was sort of humming and hawing for ages about what app to get, what software to use, and I was asking people, and it just came at the right time that Flockwatch messaged me and says, you know, we've got this new app coming out, do you want to trial it for us? And sort of promote it a bit, of course, as well. And I says, well, I've saw you on Farmer Phil with Herdwatch, looks like a good app, quite knacky, quite, they've obviously got a bit of money, like it's not like some amateur operation, I would say. They've obviously got a bit of money. Just how good the software is, and how almost think it's more professional because it's like so simplistic. That's what I like about it. It's like dead easy, do an action. Plus, oh, my screen record's off. Screen record back on. So dead simple. Like add the ewes now. As I say, like I can show you a wee example of adding. Let's just add one ewe. Is there any ewes in here I particularly know? Let me see. No, I don't really know any ewes particularly, but here's a hog, for example. So let's scan this hog, and let's add this animal to my flock. She's born on the farm, a female. She's a breeding ewe, and the tag number's there. Season born. She was born last year. Date of birth. Again, very rough because I didn't record it at the time, but April last year. And again, image, I mean, I would never really do this, but just for the crack, as we say, we'll add a wee photo of her. Use photo. There we go. And then we can put in, you know, the stock ram. If you had rams listed, it would bring up a list of rams there. You could add it on. Sheep pedigree, you could put information in there. What weight it was when it was born. All sorts of stuff. Breed is obviously, well, it's not obvious, but Scotch mule. Add that in. And no other notes. Do I want any other notes? No. Save. What I could have also done there, another example for you. I should probably do it without so many sheep shouting. Scan that sheep, record task against this animal, lambing record, and then I can add all the details, how many lambs she had. She had one lamb. We can put the sire, breed, if it's embryo transfer, lambing difficulty stuff there. She was unassisted, mothering ability, very good, milkiness, good. And that was one lamb, and then press next. It brings up the lamb's details, and this is to record the lamb to the flock. Now I'm not going to do this just because I've recorded the lambs just as a batch there, rather than match them up, and it'll just mess up my records a bit, but it's just an example of what you can do. So leave. So for another example, if we do that same sheep again, read her tag, right, record task against this animal, sheep treatment with tags, and you can see I've recorded 2 medicines that we've got there. It even tells you the quantity left, although that's probably quite inaccurate because I just put that in roughly, but let's say we've gave her a dose of Trimox there. It puts today's date is entered. I don't know why I'm showing you there because it's on screen record. You know, all sorts of minister, who gave it, what dose it got, the meat withdrawal's already added there because I put that in. Treatment reason, treatment result, successful, failed, treatment reason, and there's a list of treatments. You know, what could we have there? Could have mastitis, there's mastitis there, or foot rot, does that come up? Foot rot, there we go. Foot and mouth disease, I hope not. All these kind of things on here. Does it have CODD? Doesn't have CODD, but it's maybe got another name for it. Anyway, you get the point. There's a lot of ailments in there, and you can just select what it is, treat it. Quantity spilled, hopefully not. Vet call out, yes or no. You can write the cost in. There you go, affected legs. I mean, that's a great thing. So sore foot, front left. Take a photo of the rot if you wanted. Like, I just think this stuff's great. Like, it's going to take a bit of getting used to, and there's a bit of work in it, but like the amount of stuff you can do and so easy. Like, as I'm showing you there, like I've just got this app and like get the hang of it already. And it'll just get better as I send my thoughts back to the team to improve. So yeah, hope you like a look at that. Well, it's never all plain sailing, folks. It's never all plain sailing. Little 45 here. No, 175. I thought it said 45. So it's lost its mum, and I see it sitting hungry. So now we're having a drive round to see if we can find 175 and see if she actually wants it, or if the reason it's hungry and alone is because she doesn't want it. These rub-ons are funny things. Like, other farmers will be able to attest to this as well. It's like in the shed, sometimes you think, oh, great success. You know, we've rubbed this on, adopted this lamb on, then you get them out to the field and actually mum's like, do you know what? Oh wait, you know, I don't want it. But ignore what I just said, because this one isn't even a rub on. It's a triplet. Does mum want it? That doesn't he? Oh, mum. You bad sheep. Oh, mum. That's sad to see. She's a triplet as well, that you. So it's definitely her lamb, and she's just decided she doesn't want it. Oh well. Need to try and catch it again now. It wasn't that easy the first time. One wee lammy. Oh well. Another pet, just what I didn't want. We lifted 6 triplets this morning. So pet lamb pen's rammed, so we'll need to get rid of some of them. To other people, obviously. One thing we don't do here is we don't rear pet lambs, just because it's a very labour intensive job. Better not put her in there with you, Meg, in case you get too excited. Sit in there, lammy. Bit messy in there, I'm not going to show you the foot well. I've had a few brownings this week. That's a baker's. Right. May as well feed these girls while we're here, actually. What are you going to tell me?
It's just that lamb's adopted itself.
What lamb's adopted itself?
The one that you put in with the sheave yet.
What? It's went next door? Come and show me.
2 doors down and now she's kind of likes it.
You're joking. But that one?
Aye.
Is that not her lamb?
No, that's a lamb. That's the Cheviot one.
Okay, so we brought a Cheviot in the other day.
I was trying to find it and I couldn't see it in the pet lamb pen.
And put a lamb onto her, and the lamb has decided to come down 2 doors down to this single. And it looks like Lizzie's saying, does she like it?
It's been in there all night.
Does she like it though? Surely not. Nah.
Hey.
I'd be doubtful. But amazing. We'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, we'll leave it for an hour, just see what's happening. There she's here. We'll get a look at her. It's in for a sook. Oh, she's certainly not too upset about it, but no, Cheviot's not so easy to fool. So Robbie, you were just telling me there. This is Robbie, folks. Anyone who's new to the channel. Robbie, it was your birthday the other day. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What age were you?
8.
8. You used to be 7.
Yes.
Now you're 8. Yep. And that's good. What did you get for your birthday?
Nintendo Switch, some clothes and some games.
Yeah. What's a Nintendo Switch?
I can't really...
Is the Switch just a bit used to put it on? When will you get the rest of it?
It's kind of like a screen, and then the two little controllers. You can take them off and put them onto like a kind of controller that's kind of like a PlayStation controller, so you can put onto a big screen.
Okay, right. So, is it good fun?
Yeah.
Do you get Pokemon for it? I remember Pokemon.
No.
Do you know what Pokemon is?
Yeah.
What is it?
I've got cards.
Yeah, that's it. No, just checking I wasn't really old. And you've got a nice jumper there. You've obviously got it very dirty. That's because you're a hard-working sheep farmer. What's the jumper like to wear?
Cozy.
Cozy, yeah, that's good. I'll square you up for that later, Robert. And you just lambed a sheep, your first sheep of the year, did you?
My first twin of the year.
Your first twin of the year, sorry, yeah. And where is that?
It is that one.
Come and show me it. You show me this. This one here. And how did you lamb her?
Well, the sheep got one leg out, and then but I was talking to Lizzy and it still didn't come out, so we just ended up just pulling it out.
Okay. And did Lizzy help you?
She pulled a little bit out, and then I pulled the other lambs out.
Just she gave you a little bit of muscle, did she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's quite strong, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
She scares me. She's that strong.
Yeah. Listen, Robbie. She scares me as well. Don't worry. And it's not even just the fact she's so strong. It's just when she. Oh, I thought she was going to look at me there. No, yeah. You don't worry. You're not the only one that gets scared. She's quite a force to reckon with. But good work, mate. That's good. Good to have you in charge. Glad somebody knows what they're doing. And yes, we'll still get head joke. Oh no, this is a different head joke, girl, folks. It never ends. The last head joke, done, success. Did you see that this morning or yesterday? Lost track now. And now another head joke one doesn't like our lamb. Just get a bit mixed up and then they're not happy. That's basically the crux of it. They're lambing in a heap and then they love every lamb and then when you put them with their lamb, they don't like it. If it is their lamb, you never know. But yeah, we're rammed full again. We've just emptied some pens that you saw and things are good. This is ridiculous though. This pet lamb pen. It's just wild. So we've got someone looking for a few pet lambs coming today. Thankfully, because milk powder's expensive and it's very time consuming, especially for Vicky and Tom, who do all the work. Just following you around with the camera. Vicky's she lambs her own sheep as well, Vicky, so she's quite flat out with that. We've had some excitement this morning, but yeah, things are good. And we gimmer with a single. And there's a fresh rub on here, adopted on. I don't really think this will work. Like, it would be a bit of a freak thing if that lamb's jumped through. And now this mum likes it. I would doubt it very much. But yep, my wee hoggy with twin Charlotte lambs. Absolute belters. And we're really getting to thin them down now. Like, the shed is getting much less. Robbie, how many's left?
About 50.
About 50, that'll do, mate. So, and there's 30 odd at the other shed, 37 I think Lizzie said this morning. So what we're probably going to do is just bring them all down here tomorrow. I think it's the plan. Here we go folks, on the final evening rounds. And there's a beautiful sight to see. Some camera on this, innit? Incredible. Fresh set of twins, absolute crackers down by the burn. Watch how far this zoom does, look. That's good, isn't it? iPhones. We're just doing the evening rounds. That lovely set of twins that you just saw there. And our lambs from last night all seemed quite happy, which, to be honest with you, I was a bit unsure about. Look at this wee pair here. Yeah, bonny wee pair of lambs. Two top lambs, obviously. With these, as I said before, we want ewe lambs because they become part of the flock. But we love them all equally. Oh, what a disaster. Cracking wee lamb here. Absolute belter. Second one's came back. Well, she's almost got it as well, but I'd imagine it'd be dead. It'll like get stuck there. Oh, just can't get her to stop running. Come by. Here, 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 here. Good dog, lie down. One last, you've had enough stress. The wee lammy's a great wee follower, here it comes. Some bag of milk on you. Some bag of milk. It's just a shame that has that lamb been dead a wee while? Just a shame you didn't get that one quite out. Okay, Mum. I'm just gonna walk away and leave you. Oh, leave you. Take your lamb. Oh, wild sheep. She's obviously very stressed there as well. Unfortunately. Ah, such a shame. I like those wee Jacobs and it's nice having some bonny wee lambs running about, but she was hiding away up here in the rushes. I'm actually wondering now if I maybe missed her at lunchtime, but we've had a great couple of days as well. Very few problems, and then that just brings you back down to reality. It's a shame, it's a shame. Cracking wee lamb she's got there though, and heaps of milk, she'll do all the better for it. Right, just the final field over the back to check, then we're done for the night, hopefully no more problems. Oh, my head's still just thinking about that Jacob. Because here, I'm just wondering if like, the last time I checked him there, if I might have missed her up in the rushes, because she was lying right down the rushes and she kind of has that kind of colour. And to be honest with you, I didn't actually see her that time until like I drove right up to her. I didn't get a fright, but I was like, oh, there's a sheep. So now I'm kind of wondering if I missed her earlier, which is really annoying. Everything else has been great. Like the last 2 days have been really good. I mean, we lost that Cheviot lamb yesterday, late on at night, but apart from that, like, for a great spell. Lambs are looking good here. You know, same in this field, we've got a lot of sheep and lambs now. So we had a wee bit of action there. As I say, it's one of those things like, I don't really want action, but I appreciate it gives you guys something to watch, which is great. And it's realistic. That's the thing, like that's the reality. This is, you know, it's farming. Things go wrong, don't work out how you want, so it is what it is. Well folks, another day done. We're back at the ranch. Gonna go in and get some dinner. Hope you've enjoyed this one. I appreciate all the kind comments, everyone watching. I know I keep saying that, but I really do. It's been great. You know, we're tired, but we're getting through it. Not a bad day. A couple of negatives are just annoying me a little bit, especially that Jacob. But tomorrow's another day. We can just keep improving and see where it takes us. Thanks for watching, sheep fans. See you for the next one.